Yo, what's up? I'm Rowan. I'm a self-taught clothing designer. This is my little studio. I've been making clothes for like maybe 8 months, something like that. But today I want to make a little messenger bag. I was thinking of making one like out of like a black canvas and leather. It's gonna be kind of a tutorial. Also just me showing off like my creative process, I guess. I started making some sketches. Started like that's kind of how I want the bag to look. And then I kind of like sketched out my pattern pieces with some rough measurements. But yeah, the idea is it can like fit a computer and a couple other stuff. I already started making the strap. I made this like a while ago and kind of abandoned it. So we're going to pick up the project again. I think I'm just going to chalk the pattern onto the fabric. I'm not going to make any like pattern pieces. I'm just going to wing it. So let's get to it. This is the canvas I'm going to be using. I think I got to give it an iron though. So let's do that. I think I'm going to start with like just the front panel, the front and back panel. My fabric folded here, so I can just cut two out at the same time because I'll need two of those. Yeah, let's just get it drafted in. Now I have two little panel pieces. I'm gonna do that again because we need four. This is gonna be the flap that's gonna close the bag. Just adding in the seam allowance now. This is a little lazy hack. Get rounded corners. My little chalk bowl works perfectly. All right, I've cut out all my pattern pieces. I have two. This is going to be like the flap that closes everything. And then I ended up cutting out 5 of these little panels. So I'll have 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then I'm going to make like one inside pocket. So I'm just going to like fold this one down a little bit and then make like a little like computer bag, or computer pocket. What else? I made this little pattern piece. This is going to be the little clasp part, like here. It's gonna be that, and so it's gonna like attach to the buckle. And so I'm gonna cut this out of this like gray leather I have, and this is the same leather that's on the strap that I made. Here's the strap. So yeah, cut that out. Start assembling, I guess. It's the next day. I've done a little bit of work off camera. I ended up changing the pattern. So all the pieces aren't going to be doubled up. I'm going to like do a liner instead. I cut out these long strips. I already put together this liner. I just sewed the panels onto the strip. I added a little pocket bag for our zipper. So we have a little inside pocket. It's kind of small, but put your keys in or something. I'm going to start putting rivets in the band and then attach this to the main panel. I don't know how it'll work, but we'll see, I guess. All right, so I'm going to start putting rivets in. This part is a bit complicated. So this is going to attach to the outside panel. And instead of sewing it onto this, I'm just going to connect it with rivets and then also just sew like these other panels onto this one. That way it'll all like be clean because they already have the finished edges on this. So we'll see. I'm going to start punching and see what the hell. So then the idea is that I put a little twist in the leather strap. So I don't know if I should twist it. I should probably twist it that way. And then that way it adds like a little bit of a design. All right, I put in a lot more of them. enough to like start sewing up the bag. But I'm having an issue where it's like squeezing the material, and so it's like creating like these ripples here. So I have to like try to stretch it. I'll try to give it an iron before I sew everything up. It's looking pretty cool, honestly. Kind of trippy. But yeah, so then the whole strap is going to be covered. But I gotta buy more rivets tomorrow. All right, I'm going to pin this up and start sewing on the main body. All right, that's one side done. I just have to pin the other side to do the same. And then we should be almost done. The body, at least. So we have both of our liner here that I already made, and then we have this thing all sewed together. It's inside out now. I think I'm gonna sew the flap together before I attach the liner. I'm gonna start with that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I have to figure that out, but maybe sew the leather on first. I gotta finish the leather somehow. I think I may just sew bias tape around it so the edges are clean, and then do the same with this little attachment for the buckle. So I'm gonna do that quick. All right, so I put some bias tape on this piece of leather, and I made a little handle, just super simple. I think I'm just gonna put some rivets in. I'm not gonna even sew it on. It's just gonna look like that, and then this is gonna go on the flap. Now I'm gonna sew the two flap panels together and then flip them inside out and hit a top stitch. Okay, it's the next day. I bought some rivets. I already put them in the strap. This is how we're looking so far. Quite like it. I also made this tag. Let's see. With some like wax string. So I'm going to put this on. I think I'm just going to put it on the flap, like on the back of the flap. So it's like sitting on the outside of the bag. So when I bought the rivets, I found these little like, I don't know what they're little clips. And I thought it might be kind of cool to put it on the inside. So I made a little band for it, and I made a little coin pocket. You can put some coin, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little coin pocket here. You can put some coins in it, or you can tuck the clip inside. So like if you put your computer inside the bag, you don't scratch it up. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna rivet it in. So let's do that. I'm gonna sew the flap onto the main panel. I have it inside out, so it's a little bit easier. This is how we're looking. Just sewed on the flap, and I added in like these little rivets and the stress points here, so I can open up. And it kind of created like a secret pocket here in the back, which I kind of like. Now comes the hardest part, sewing everything together, like sewing the liner in. I'm gonna like try my best to sew everything inside out, leave a little hole, and then flip everything right side out and then top stitch it. And with that, we are 99% done. All we have to do now is put the buckle on. And I'm just gonna put it on. I have like these little snap things, so you don't actually have to unbuckle it and rebuckle it each time you wanna open the bag, so you can just snap it off. I have to punch the belt holes. Then we are gonna be done. And with that, I think we're done. Moment of truth though, will it fit a computer? I kind of didn't measure anything, I just kind of winged it, but ooh. Look at that. Like a glove. Snap it shut. I'm pretty hyped that came out. Got the handle and everything. Let's get some cool shots of it. that's the final product, I guess. Honestly, I'm really happy with how it came out. I didn't expect much of it. It was kind of a project out of the whim. Super, super happy with how it came out. I'm definitely going to use it quite a bit. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching until here. Comment something nice if you feel like it. And yeah, see you in the next one, I guess.